Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to showcase two sets of card decks that you can use within your home to teach or to just have real discussion in the area of personal finance, financial literacy. These two decks that I will show you today are from Boyce Watkins. So look in the description box below to find out where you can go and make a purchase. And it's also a Black-owned business. Therefore, the characters on the cards will look like you if you are a person of color, African American. Okay, let's dive on in. With this first card deck, it is all about fun finance flashcards. Let me show you what they look like. This is the front, and then it just gives you the definition on the back. I'm going to just keep showing you. And guys, you can play games with this card deck. You can simply, everybody gets 3 to 5 cards, and you can assign, 1 point to every card. And if you get the definition, it doesn't have to be exact, but if you get a definition that's close to what the card is, then you can win that card, right? I like to use buzzers within our home education when I play card games because it just gets everyone really, really interested. And what you can also do is you can bring in real life with these decks of cards. As you can see, this one was interest. Let me show you another one that is taxes, right? Instead of giving your child a worksheet or, a workbook full of problems, you can utilize real life. We go to the grocery store, we have to pay taxes on certain items. So let them see the grocery receipt and let them calculate the taxes and see if they got the right answer that the receipt has. Interest, if you have a credit card, if you have a loan of any sort, you can have them calculate the interest. And depending on the age, you can even do compound interest and things of that nature. A stock. Talk to them. What is a stock? Show them what a stock looks like. You can Google that information. You can find a ticker symbol for something that they use all the time. If they have video games, look at the Nintendo ticker symbol. If they utilize Facebook, look at the Facebook ticker symbol. Whatever it is, you can show them what a stock looks like, the parts of a stock, what it means, and things of that nature. Okay, so that's this deck of cards. Awesome. Use these cards to play games. Use these cards to spark interest in a specific topic and let your children dive into that topic themselves for interest-led learning. And as they become more interested in a specific word or topic, they will come and ask you questions. And then you can use that as a springboard to dive into so many other things, okay? That was this deck of cards. Let me show you the next deck of cards. This deck is all about entrepreneurship, okay? Owning your own. Let me show you what those cards look like. And we would play this the same way I told you the first time, okay? You can also pull out vocabulary words. If they don't know what the word outsourcing is, boom, that just became the vocabulary word. If you look at the definition, if they don't know what some of these terms are, then you can also use that as an opportunity to bring in vocabulary words. What is a function? What is an employee? What is an employee? As an example, right? And you can also give them real life examples. What are some things that we outsource within our home based on that example? Things that you outsource may be, courses. If they're in school full time, guess what? You outsource their entire education to the school system. If you home educate and you outsource specific courses, you can talk about that. If you have your children you have younger kids that go to daycare, you outsource childcare, right? Babysitter, we outsource a lot of things. So bring in real life. Independent contractor. Talk to them about independent contractor and ask them based on the definition, do you guys hire any independent contractors? If you have someone mow your lawn, wash your windows, do your gutters, pest control, all these people are independent contractors. Painters, we utilize them all the time. Entrepreneurship or entrepreneur, that. But the whole point, guys, is to basically not just utilize these flashcards to drill in facts. Okay? Bring them to life. Bring them to life. If you own a home, an appraisal, why did you need an appraisal when you owned your home? If you pay property taxes and the city values your home and you want to protest, do you need to take an appraisal or get an appraisal done in order to succeed in a protest? What is a protest? Due diligence. We do this all the time, not only in personal finance, but if your kids go to Amazon or they Google different things that they want to purchase, you tell them all the time, do your due diligence before you come and give me any information on what you want to purchase. Or if they have the opportunity to make a purchase themselves, you tell them, do your research, right? Find out as much information as you possibly can before you enter into an agreement or before you make any financial decision. You can also use it in real life. Do your due diligence before you turn in that math work or that homework, okay? Make sure that the answers are correct. Double check your work. Elevator pitch. I love utilizing this within our home. After we teach a specific topic, I'll tell my son, okay, I want you to give me a 90-second elevator speech on what you just learned. I do this for things I know he's interested in, okay? Elevator pitch. IPO. This, along with stock, got my son really, really interested. So he's like, oh, Uber's about to have an IPO. We talked about the fact that Uber was going to have an IPO in May of 2019 and things of that nature. And we talked about how stocks initially start off with it as an IPO and how the prices rise and stuff like that. So again, we just use these cards, guys, to spark a lot of interest within our kiddos. If you want a longer video, okay, of different ways in which I utilize these cards within our home education, and you can utilize them too for yourself, your own knowledge, or if you have kids that are in school full-time in traditional school, you can also utilize these on the weekends, after school, during breaks. You can do unit studies and things of that nature. But if you're interested in a longer video of how I use some of these cards specifically within our home education, I want you to look up, I'm not sure if it's on the top right or left-hand side, but I'm going to put a card up there to where you can link to a much longer video, like a 30-minute video. All right, guys, as always, be blessed and make it a great day. Bye.